Welcome, ma. Thank you for honoring our invitation, ma. God bless you, ma. So, ma,
You're welcome.
can you kindly introduce yourself, ma?
My name is Marika. I'm a fashion entrepreneur. I have a fashion house, a fashion brand, Maraiyesa. I'm also the convener of Jebu Fashion Festival. I'm a lover of art, lover of God, an introvert.
Um, okay, ma. Thank you, ma. Please, ma, how did you start your business,
Um,
the fashionpreneur, ma?
it's a long story. After I acquired the skill when I was in school, by the way, I went to an open university, distance learning. So I did an internship with NTA for like a year or so. But when I realized that I wasn't really adding any touristic value to me, I said, okay, let's have a backup plan. Let me acquire a skill. Because then unemployment was the and I think it's much worse now. So when I acquired the skill after graduation, I just acquired the skill like play. I felt like I want to do white collar job for a while. My environment, I spent the best in a way the environment stuff like that. After graduation, I was almost done with acquiring my skill too at where I was learning. So I left for Lagos, job hunting, put my profile up in several job, online job, websites. But then I have this anxiety every now and then, every morning, check your mail, check if you have been messaged, if you have been called for interview. I attended some interview, and the fact that I hate the fact that I'm someone that all through my life I've always been active up to something, and for the first time in my life I felt helpless, waiting for someone to message that probably they want to set up an interview with me, going to interview and having your hope up that probably they will call you, stuff like that. It was really tiring and not something I want for myself. So I think I only job hunt for like 3 months and I get frustrated and I decided that I won't I won't apply again. So the inspiration just came in a church that you don't have the machine, you have not done graduation, your parents are not financially buoyant to set you up. So what's the way forward? Some people advise me to go and do journeyman. So many advice, but anytime people consider capital, the advice is always go and work to raise fund, find work, or there is no work. So during Sunday service one day, it just occurred to me that I can start a fashion business with 5,000 naira. And although the idea was silly and crazy and seems impossible, I don't know. I just felt that peace and I was convinced within myself that it is possible. Then my auntie that I was staying with, I tried to share the idea with her that I can start ready to wear, buy material. I actually sold the clothes for her then, and a friend thought it was probably imported. She loved it, and that one has jokingly said, "Ah, this girl, why not fashion? All this type of dress. If you bring it to my office, people will buy instead of looking for job that is also working, doing office job that he does not. The job isn't really worth it, like that, like that, like that." after much talk, trying to convince my uncle, which of course he was not convinced anyway. But then his wife was like, okay, let me stake my 10,000 naira on you. She took me to the market, we got fabrics. I came back to Agoiwoye. Then took the fabrics to church, advertised house to house, um, advertisements, student hostel. I sell fabrics so I can sew, stuff like that. And today, we thank God that the business have grown in 100 folds, even more than 1,000 folds. Thank God. So that's how it all started.
Wow, wow. That is inspiring. That was inspiring. Okay, so the next question is, how can you describe branding in your own words?
Branding is the way you present your business to others. It is not really the business. It is not uh, the value, how good or how bad or the quality. It's just the way you present. Like a wrapper, a container, the way you package your business to others, the impression you want to um, give to others about your business. Most time it might be right, it might be wrong, it might be, you know, but how you present, how you package, how you a food, you might present a food and it will look so attractive but yet tasteless. So branding is like that, the packaging you give to your business.
Okay, so now, so considering the fact that you started with 10,000 naira, if I'm not mistaken, um, so how has branding helped your business? You said that it's like a way of packaging yourself, and you also said that um, you've seen like 1,000 fold of your capital, like that's 10,000 naira. So how has branding helped your business?
uh I won't say I'm a branding expert per se, um but then um I've done a little branding of my business, and I feel it's, we live in a life, in a superficial world, when people just um care more about the package than the content. So most time, if you don't really package your product, your business very well, you'll find out that people will underprice, undervalue, and underpatronize such business. So branding for me, even when my business was basically in a goal, gave me a little edge over other tailors around, fashion designer around, and fabric seller around. And people want to feel like that branding give people some kind of self assurance that, okay, this person seems to know what she's doing. Most time it might not be the case, but when your business is well packaged, and of course um, your branding is at least a little bit top notch above others, give people the idea that you might be better or above every other person around. And I feel that really helped my business positively.
Wow. So the next question is, knowing that you started, you were convinced in church, right? So how long into your business do you decide to do branding? Did you consider to package your stuff, your fabrics and all? How long into your business did you decide to do the branding, ma'am?
Um, Now, concerning man's success, God have, it's a 50-50 thing. God has his own part to play. You have your own part to play. Just like the way he took the Israelites out of Egypt, even though he performed several miracles and everything, and of course he was using his supernatural power to help them. But let's not forget the fact that the children of Israel still need to walk through that journey. When it comes to business and every other behavior for Christian, it is 50-50. When God is showing you a way, you also have to pay your own part. You have to put in the faith, and of course you have to put in the work, because faith without work is dead. So, but then concerning the part that when did the branding started, I can't pin like a year. I think it's a little bit of that, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that over the years. Even now, I don't think I'm really doing enough of branding and promotion, but at least you are learning on the job. You are trying every now and then. We are trying to be better, to do things in a better, to have to improve on your business, brand image, to create a more better brand image every year. So I can't really say this is when it started from, because branding is all about how you present your business, from the right scratch of snapping my fabrics online, creating dresses, posting on Facebook, stuff like that. All that is still part of branding, and of course we have started all that right from the time I started business. So I can't really say this is the year, this is the time that it all started.
Okay, ma. You said you are the convener of IFF, a German Fashion Festival, and also you have a fashion house. So how do you merge everything together? Is it are there days where you have to give up? Are there days where you just feel like ending everything, that you are not into, you don't want to do anything, or you just have this energy that no matter what comes up, I'm going to show up here, I'm going to show up there, I'm going to show up here and here. How have you been able to like make everything you do together, like to balance everything, work, the events, the fashion house, and your business? How?
When you have multiple potentials and you have different interests, and you feel you are called or convinced to pursue all those different interests, it is very, very hard, because your mind is not stable in one place. Your brain is functioning in different aspects at the same time, and you have different targets, different goals to meet. And of course, you are one person, you have limited time, you have limited resources, and of course people won't judge whether you have 10 other things you are doing. Your success will be rated on, of course, the the end results of each project, of each goal, your business, your events, this one, that one. So it is not easy, it's tiring, it's exerting. I go about, aside keeping notes and tab on my phone. Anyone that knows me know that I go about with my 5-in-1 notebook. I don't even use jotter, so that I can keep track of everything I'm doing. My business, even the fashion business self, you have bespoke, you have ready to wear, fabric sales, this one, that one. And so what I do is I say my 5-in-1 notebook that I take about is like my extra brain. So most time I just want to write out down what is in my brain, the goal I every day when I wake up. For this week, next week now I've set my goals. These are the things I feel I should achieve for next week. Okay, how do I go about it? I set daily goals and I keep tab on my progress. Okay, I've done this, I've not done that, I've done this, I've not done that. So that way it's helped me, it stabilize. I feel in control, I'm stable. But if I don't put the idea down on stuff, everything seems so much for me to handle. I feel disorganized, I feel overwhelmed. But once I put it down on paper, sort it, it feels okay. I can do this, I can achieve it. It make me maximize my time and resources.
So that means documentation is very, very important.
For me, it's very,
Oh,
very key.
that is okay. So, ma, have you ever paid for an online ad before? Means that you are a convener of an event. You have diverse fashion house. Like, so, have you ever paid for an online ad before, ma?
Yes, I do.
So, how was the result? How was the result, ma?
It's helpful, you know. Social media adverts is helpful. I won't really say it's really the answer, stuff like that, but at least it's helpful. It make you reach wider audience. But then in business, it's not really about reaching audience. It's about that audience patronizing you and um,
Your
convert
business.
that mileage into profit. That is what matters in
Mm-hmm.
business. But then at least they had help you reach audience. Now most time
Wider
whether
audience.
you add battle now, boil down to profit and stuff like that is very, very hard to decide.
Mm. Yeah. Okay. So we know that we have a lot of people that also multitask out there. We have a lot of people that are into, or let's say, coming up to be a fashion trainer like Kuma. So, what is your advice for them?
Oh, even though I've um I've delved into fashion for like 8 years now, and I won't say I'm doing bad. Maybe I'm not where I want to be, but I won't say I'm doing bad. One thing I realized that even over the years, fashion is a very big industry, and um, if you are not careful and if you are not strong, if you don't have that confidence in yourself, you might ended up being swallowed in the noise and paparazzi. Most especially when we live in a social media age where big brands are just doing their thing. They have all the resources, they have all the gadgets, they have the money, they have, and every time and minute you want to second guess yourself. Am I really doing it? When will I get there? Stuff like that. I just want to advise them that you start, do the best you can do at every moment. Do the best you
Mm.
can do at every moment. It won't, of course, you will still be seeing all those best, perfect picture, good people, stuff like that. But it's a process. So, and you have to pay your due before you get to the top. So, the best thing you can do for yourself is do the best you can do at every moment. So, even now, when, of course, no matter how great you are, sometimes this negative voice will still come. You still want to second guess yourself, even me itself.
Mm.
But when those voice, you know, come around at my low moments, one thing I will always say is, I've tried my best. So
Yeah.
the only thing that is there for me is to now improve on that best. But at this moment,
Mm.
I left no stone untouched. It was not as if I slack. It was not as if this one. It was not as if that one. I tried my best, the possible best I can do at this moment. So it always helped. That always helped me too. Of course, failure will come. Sometimes your expectation are really much, and of course, you ended up being afraid. Sometimes you tried your best and still you don't have that big breakthrough. But of course, when you put in your best, you know, as far as I'm concerned, no matter how hard I I fall or something like that, I will tell myself, I don't think I'm trying your best unless you want to kill yourself. So tomorrow is
Mm.
another to try harder. But
And that
today,
day,
try your
yes.
best. So
Wow. Wow. So they should try their best at every point in time. Wow. Thank you, Ma. Thank you, Ma, for this wonderful session. And I know that it's going to bless a whole lot of people out there. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Ma.